It's so close to Portland and we play on it so often, it's easy to think the volcano in our backyard is just a hunk of earth. But beneath the surface, that ductwork that formed that beautiful pinnacle is very much intact, and the mountain is a very real threat to each of us.
These are active volcanoes. They're not erupting presently or right now, but they have the potential to erupt, and when they erupt, they produce some significant hazards. Mount Hood is maybe
John Ewart is the scientist in charge at the USGS Cascade Volcano Observatory. He said the last time Mount Hood blew was back in the 1780s, not so long ago in geologic time.
These are earthquakes that have occurred.
There are now roughly 160 earthquakes a year on Hood. Those red dots show the pattern over the last 5 years. You see that bare patch to the upper right of the summit? That's blank because there are no monitors there.
This is it.
The USGS wants to install 3 huts, including this one, above the 6,000-foot level, ringing the mountain. They would carry sensitive GPS systems and gather readings from nearby seismometers, information that would be fed back to the USGS in real time. They'd be painted to match the environment.
People aren't likely to encounter them unless they're really off of the main trail systems on the volcanoes.
Another monitoring system would fit into this box. It would be placed near the mountain's femorails, near crater rock.
Volcanic gases are often the earliest indicator of unrest, magmatic unrest. And so it would allow us to track that, quite simply.
Peter Kelly is the scientist designing the system.
A couple holes out the side.
It will run on small batteries and use little power, and will sniff the odor coming out of the mountain. Kelly says carbon dioxide surges out of magma like a 2-liter bottle being opened for the first time.
But those bubbles start coming out at very, very deep depths, say 20 kilometers beneath the surface. And they can actually be the vanguard coming ahead of the magma.
The scientist in charge says it's critically important to understand what is happening with that volcano in our backyard.
That's what we want to put the additional monitoring devices on the volcano for, is so that we can get the longest possible lead time on knowing when the volcano is reawakening again, when it may be threatening to erupt.